Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a fun episode. We're going to be reading and reviewing Dark Web X-Men number 2. Check out that cover with Madeline Pryor behind all the X-Men. It's an awesome cover. Super creepy. Before we get dived into that, quickly let you guys know about the 600 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Marvel #1 variant. All you have to do is like, comment, and be subscribed to the channel, and that'll give you a chance to win. Alright, let's get dived into Dark Web X-Men number 2. Now, as always, we are going to be going heavy into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled for the issue, then that is your warning. Next up, we always shout out the creative team, because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book, right guys? So on this issue, we have Jerry Duggan as the writer, Rod Reese and Phil Noto as artists, VC's Corey Petit doing letters, and the cover is by Phil Noto. Alright, and we start inside Limbo, and Madeline Pryor's kind of thinking about Cable, her son, basically, and how she kind of wishes that she had got to live Jean Grey's life instead of the life that she got to live, right? Because she feels like she's also Cable's mom. She has all those same memories, but isn't seen as such, and she's kind of sad about that. Then we go to Forge, who's basically fighting all of the things that are coming out, right? And he's doing a pretty good job of it. And then we go back to Madeline Pryor in Limbo, and we see that she has stolen something. It's in one of Krakoa's Cerebro drives, basically. She's stolen it, and she's trying to access within it a backup of Jean Grey, and it gives her the memories, but it's just a database, and it's not the actual feeling that she was hoping it was going to be. And then so she's like, I'll need to unlock it myself through Jean Grey. And then we see that Ilyana and Jean Grey, who have been separated from Scott and his brother Havoc, they are basically tricked by not her magic powers, but tricked by her actual, Jean Grey mutant powers, and they're kind of made to think that they're younger. And so here's kind of a sampling of the art. It is a different style. It's really awesome. It's very painterly, and and that kind of it gives you it changes throughout, and it's kind of a head trip. So these two are basically younger, but they think they're younger before they've gotten their powers. They're confused and tricked by Madeline Pryor's powers, and they're kind of going through this scenario, right? And then we go back to where Havoc and Cyclops are kind of also being tortured, basically, is the best way to describe it. She won't give Cyclops his glasses, and she's got these poor little puppies hanging around his face, so if he were to open his eyes, he would blast these puppies. And she's using a magical rope to kind of hold that so he can't do anything, and somehow has Havoc paralyzed, just standing there. He's unable to move. And so there is some interesting banter here where Havoc, I'm not sure if he's serious or if he's just trying to play devil's advocate and find a way out of here. he says, I know not much goes right when you're in the summer's orbit, but would you let me help you? He, Havoc says to Madeline Pryor, and she replies, I don't need your help to get what I want. He says, maybe, but she says, plus, it's some X-Men trick. And he goes, no, I'm quitting the X-Men. It's not where I should be. Forge put me on the team so I'd be a headache for Cyclops. She goes, that's all you ever wanted. He says, maybe, but getting what you wished for can suck. I think maybe I am supposed to be on the X-Men, just not this team of X-Men. Madeline Pryor replies, I'll consider your offer of help. I have to go. My spell is ready, and time is of the essence. And so we go back to Jean Grey and Ilyana being stuck in this limbo. Another sampling of this really awesome art. Super cool. Just stuck in limbo, right? And they happen across a Madeline Pryor who's in trouble and is battling demons. They kind of jump in to rescue her, or so they think, and she's slowly kind of taking them to try to access the information on this Cerebro, right? And then we go back to Havoc and Cyclops, and Cyclops is getting pretty worried, and he says, he's thinking maybe I should try to talk to Jean with the psychic link that Jean and Cyclops have had throughout the years, because they're stuck, and he sort of has expected to be rescued already, and since that hasn't happened, he's kind of worried about her as well. And so he says, Jean, can you hear me? I've been waiting for a rescue, but Havoc just made me realize maybe you were the one who needed a little help from me. Maddie mentioned a spell. If you can hear me, in case you're confused about the world at the moment, we're stuck in limbo. And at this moment, Madeline Pryor is pretty much just getting a young Jean Grey to put on a Cerebro helmet and access a bunch of information that I'm sure that wouldn't be good, right? But we do see, of course, that Jean Grey is kind of awoken by Scott and is able to break through Madeline Pryor's spells, and she goes, end this now, Maddie. And Madeline Pryor says, not until I get what I want. And Jean Grey says, people are getting hurt back home because of some problem you have with me. Then let's deal with this. You want to go? Let's go. And I love this last page here. It goes, let's go. And just awesome art going on. And this giant slaps her. She's pretty upset. And I mean, those two being, Madeline Pryor being a clone of Jean Grey, they're generally equally powerful. However, Madeline Pryor being the queen of limbo, she might be able to hold the upper hand. I don't know if that slap was the greatest idea. You might have just made her mad. We're about to find out. These two are definitely going to be in a fight. So yeah, what are my thoughts about Dark Web X-Men #2? The art's super interesting. It's not your everyday Marvel art. It's a bit more as I said earlier, I think painterly or sketch. It's fun for what it is, and I definitely enjoyed it. It's got a different flavor, but I like it. And so hey, it may not be for everybody. It's not, like I said, it's not standard. I tried to show some of the panels so you guys could get a sampling of it. The story, I usually actually enjoy everything written by Duggan, and this is not any different. I'm enjoying the story. He has a really good grasp on Cyclops and Havoc's relationship. Forge, a lot of these characters he's been writing for a little while now, guys. So I'm having a blast with it. Um, you know, and it's kind of interesting too. This team that we have, the four that we have, um, that's not a team that I've seen put together before, but it's a team with some interesting dynamics, and I think that's why he chose these four to be the main protagonist X-Men stuck in limbo together, because we have the two brothers, right, and then these two just some of the more super powerful girls in the Marvel universe. One being the girl who gave Limbo and the queen, being the queen of Limbo, to Madeline Pryor, thinking that she was doing the right thing, and the other one being, you know, who Madeline Pryor was cloned from. So just a great grouping of people with lots of drama going on. Writing's good. I definitely have high hopes for number 3, and that this all, you know, has a really big conclusion, and that's another reason why I picked them all up. That's what I have today, guys. Dark Web X-Men number 2 gets a thumbs up. Remember, if you guys like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe. As always, we'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.